Isn't that crazy? It's wild. Right. Well, they've been making these stop motion videos and they're so cool, R2. I would love for you to watch them then. Yeah, no, you can watch them online. You know, you have to watch them on Seesaw. Does that work for you? You can't get onto Seesaw? Okay, we'll find another way. Oh, hey Van Heis. Welcome back. It's so good to see everybody. First of all, great job with your stop motion videos last week. They turned out so cool. And we're gonna be working with our clay a little bit more this week. Now, a lot of those stop motion videos you created were, mainly abstract, maybe just chunks of clay or balls of clay kind of rolling around and you were playing with movement. This week what I want to do is I want to take your modeling clay, or I should say I want you to take your modeling clay, and I want you to think of it as almost like a drawing tool. If you were to create your very own character, what kind of character could you create out of your clay? We're going to be doing some storytelling with clay this week, and to start things off, I'm going to be designing a character of my own. Now, for this project, you can look back at those characters that you created for our comics unit. You probably remember when we were making those create a comic sheets, you came up with 4 different comic characters based on, it was a squiggly shape, pointy shape, boxy shape. This time around, if you want to use those characters, you can. Otherwise, you could come up with your own character. I want to see how our clay can work as a way to come up with a fantasy character or creature. This is going to be pretty cool, and I'm excited to see what you come up with. There might even be the possibility to put your clay character into its very own claymation video. So, I'm excited for this one. Let's get going. All right, so I've got some clay here. I've got some sculpting tools. I think what I want to do first is I want to look back at that character creation sheet that we made. Remember way back when we were making those comics, and before the very first step of making comics was coming up with a comic character? Maybe I'm going to see about recreating one of those characters. That could be a fun way to start this. So I've got that sheet right here, and maybe I'd want to go right ahead and try to create Stereosaurus out of clay. Now, if you don't have the right clay colors for these characters, just change the colors. That's okay. Luckily, though, I do have some red here, so maybe I'll start today off by trying to sculpt Stereosaurus. I'm going to put the picture right here for reference, and I've got my clay tools if I need it. Now, this isn't very much red clay, so Stereosaurus might need to be pretty small, but that's okay. I've got some teeny tiny sculpting tools here. So, when I am creating something like a character out of clay, I like to break the character into different parts. So you can see Stereosaurus has kind of a main body here, but then she also has 4 legs, and then the snout and the tail. So maybe I'll kind of do like, put a little hunk over here. That's gonna be for the legs. Now again, this is gonna be a pretty small little dinosaur that I'm making. And then, I'll just put a little bit. I'm gonna try to make the main body out of this hunk right here. All right, here I go. This piece of wood came in handy to make the stairs on the back of Stereosaurus's back. All right, I'm gonna keep on going. Alright, I actually really like how this little Stereosaurus made out of clay turned out. It's really cool being able to take something that used to just be a drawing and turn it into a 3-dimensional sculpture. It gives you a chance to imagine what the character looks like from all different angles. This is pretty awesome. I think I'm going to set Stereosaurus down, and maybe I'll try to come up with a few other characters using these different colors of clay. All right, check out all of my clay characters. So, of course, we have Stereosaurus. Everybody knows her. But did you know that Stereosaurus now has 2 new friends? The first of which is her friend, Gator. Gator is kind of like an alligator that walks around with potatoes on his back because sometimes he gets hungry. But he doesn't eat meat. He is a vegetarian, and his favorite food is potatoes. Stereosaurus and Gator's other friend is Snailadactyl. Snailadactyl is part pterodactyl, part snail, and you can see that she has wings, but the thing about Snailadactyl is even though she can fly, she isn't very fast. She moves very slow through the air. So I think it's pretty cool that you can use clay to come up with characters just in the same way that we would draw characters. I didn't really use any of the other characters from my character creation sheet. I really just wanted to go with Stereosaurus and then create some new characters. So I am curious, Van Heist, what kind of characters can you create out of clay? Do you think you could even put your characters into a stop-motion movie? That would be pretty cool. Anyways, I hope you have fun sculpting these characters out. I will post on the assignment a place where you can tell us a little bit about your character, maybe your character's name and where they live or some other things about them. But until then, just have fun creating these and make sure you take a picture of them and post them onto Seesaw. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.